Because it's a lot heavier, and it's very malleable, meaning that you can, if you hit it with a boulder, it crunches it into a flat piece. It's not brittle, that it breaks into smaller pieces. Mostly it gets pounded flat, so it's little flat flakes, and they're harder. You know, you take a rock and you take a flake, and which one is more susceptible to that flow? Of course, the rock, because there's more surface area for the flow to push against. You know, so the rocks are moving, man. They're moving, you know, very fast in a big flood storm. The gold's moving slower, and it's moving along the bottom of the material that's in motion, right over top of whatever's under it, going right across that surface, right? And somewhere along the course of the storm, the water starts letting up. It stops raining, the snow stops melting off, whatever, you know. Every storm comes to an end, okay? And as it starts slowing down, what's the first thing to stop? The gold stops long before the stream bed material. Way before. Because it's 6 times heavier. So sometime long before the stream bed actually starts forming, the first thing to drop and get deposited is the gold. That's why you're always going to find gold, the best concentrations at the bottom of a hard packed flood layer. Got it? What's a hard pack? Okay, so the storm keeps on tapering off, and that violence tapers down, and that first flat rock finds a place to get trapped, water going right over it. It actually sucks it in and holds it there, water flowing over it. And it creates a place for another one. And then a small one gets here, and a couple small ones get inside, you know, a couple small ones here, a bigger one falls in behind that, another one lays in, and these beds build. Stream bed. You're going to see it out there today. You're going to see it out there today? It's cool, right? And these beds form, and what are they forming on top of? Bedrock. Solid surface below, whatever the solid surface is. Okay, where's the gold? Right on top of the solid surface. Okay, so what are you looking for when you're sampling? Whatever a hard packed stream bed is sitting on. Because sometimes there's more than one. Sometimes there's more than one layer. Okay, this layer might have been laid down 10,000 years ago. See? Where's the gold from this layer? Right on the bedrock. Okay? And then in 1964, big storm. But by Mother Nature standards, small storm. Because it wasn't strong enough to wash this layer of stream bed away. Okay? So now we have another surface and another layer coming down from a major flood storm. One layer sitting on top of another layer. The gold from this layer, where would it concentrate?
The boundary.
It would concentrate in the contact zone between the layers. In other words, we have a false bedrock there. See how it is? So there's times when you're digging, we're going to show you today, where there's one layer on top of another with a nice rich contact zone between the two. Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
That's because it's 6 times heavier. It's just physics. Okay? So this is very easy. This is not rocket science. Very easy to understand. Very difficult to apply because of your emotions. We all got it. You know, it's in the DNA. Somebody, you know, I'm always looking at the potluck, you know, for who's disappointed. I want to try to fix it if I can, you know. The guy not finding any gold is always disappointed. He's camped right next to somebody else who's finding more, that guy's disappointed. You know? And so I'm looking at it, you know. And sometimes people come in, you know, and they tell me what they're doing. I'm not getting any gold, you know. And I say, my first question is, are you in hardpack? And if they say, what's hardpack? I say, the next project is next weekend, you show up. Because it's too long of a conversation. You know, buy my books. Go get a video, you know.